Cameron with Wyoming Dutch Oven Cooking. Welcome to our cooking channel today. It's fall and we're doing something really wonderful. I hope you'll enjoy this with us today. I would love to brag on these pumpkins, but I'll tell you a little story about this one. But anyway, we were harvesting the garden, thought we need to do something fun with pumpkins, so we came up with this pumpkin soup recipe. And I'll be going over all the ingredients with you and showing how we're going to be doing it. And we're going to be doing it in a 10-inch Dutch oven today, hanging over a wonderful fire that my husband, the cameraman's got going. And we're going to cook this for a couple hours until everything is nice and done. But these wonderful little pumpkins I harvested in my garden, but our neighbor down the road has been harvesting these beautiful ones, and they are called Cinderella pumpkins. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Of course, I'm going to take that to our little granddaughter when we go to visit them up in Montana in a couple weeks. First thing we're going to do here is, of course, I've got the fire going over here. I put a little bit of olive oil in here, and I've got 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I've diced up, and I'm going to brown that so it's really nicely browned. Then I'm going to be adding my vegetables, and what my vegetables are today is carrots and onions out of our garden. I got to brag on that always. And some onions. And we're going to put that in with our chicken after it's done. And then we're going to saute those vegetables till they get nice and tender. And then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. So in just a bit, we'll be showing you what we're going to be doing here. Well, we got a good fire going here, and my oil is nice and hot. So I'm going to go ahead and start browning the chicken. And you just want to brown this just enough so it's not pink anymore. And then we'll add the vegetables and let those saute until they're nice and tender. Then we'll be adding the rest of the ingredients. Yeah, my husband, the cameraman, has got a really good fire going here, I'll tell you. We're so thankful that we can actually be able to cook outside now, because all summer long, there was such fire restrictions, we couldn't cook outside with a fire or briquettes. So we're having a wonderful, beautiful fall. We're enjoying the life, living the life. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my vegetables. The chicken got nice and browned. Not really browned, but we cooked it until it was no longer pink. Now I'm going to add my vegetables here, and we're going to cook these till they're nice and tender. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my spices so they're just kind of cooking together with everything here. I'm just going to do this because this fire is awfully warm. We sure hope you enjoy this with us today. We would love it if you would subscribe, because every Tuesday, if you subscribe, it alerts you that we have another wonderful, fun video coming out. And boy, my husband and I have really come up with some wonderful recipes. I can honestly, truly say, I cannot say that we've ever had a bad one. And my husband's over there smiling. He is totally right. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my seasonings in here also. We've got a teaspoon of really nice garlic, a teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of nutmeg. That's a unique spice for this soup. You know, what we're going to do now is we are going to put the lid on this and let this cook until they're nice and tender. Okay, look at those wonderful vegetables. They got nice and tender. Okay, now we're going to put our pumpkin. And this, of course, is my own pumpkin, but you can use canned pumpkin. But I had all these wonderful pumpkins that I needed to do something with, like I told you. But for convenience, you can always use the Libby's canned pumpkin, which is absolutely perfect. And I have probably a couple cups here that I'm adding. Got to get all that pumpkin, you know. Okay, now we're going to add a can of rinsed and drained grained northern beans. And then I'm going to add probably, we'll see how much this is, but I have some organic chicken broth that I love to use. but I'm going to add some chicken broth to this. And this is a 32-ounce container, so I'm thinking I'm only going to add about half of it. And as this cooks, if I need to add a little bit more, I certainly can. We're going to put the lid on this and let it cook probably for 45 minutes to an hour, get all those flavors going. There we go. Boy, look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely wonderful? Another simple, easy fall soup. Can you imagine this, how yummy this is going to be? As you can see, it got done quite nicely. Everything's tender, and boy, does it smell good. My goodness. Of course, you know what our motto is. Great food shared with family and friends equals great times. We certainly hope that you enjoyed this with us today. Subscribe, hit that like button. And it would be really great if you shared with all of your family and friends our wonderful YouTube videos. That would be great. Until we meet again, thank you.